Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am gonna just be doing my makeup and just chit-chatting with you guys, but I actually wanted to have like a topic sort of today because I don't just want to be like talking about random shit, and like I feel like that's probably like boring to just be continuously doing. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about like body image, body positivity, like loving yourself and stuff like that. So if you get triggered by any things talking about like body size, stuff like that, which we are going to be talking about, maybe don't watch, but also I would kind of encourage you to still watch because I feel like I'm going to be talking about kind of getting over those triggers and being okay with talking about things, because I think that's like a big point of like learning to like love yourself and be okay with yourself, is learning to get past things that trigger you. I feel like with me, I would get triggered by a lot of things, and I still can, like I guess it's just normal to get triggered, I guess, by things, but it's learning to control how you react to it that's really important. And I guess it definitely comes with growing up and getting older. A lot of people ask me about how do you be confident with yourself and love your body. I get those questions a lot from like younger girls. Like I'm 22, I still get it from girls my age and stuff, but a lot of those times I get it from younger girls. And the biggest advice point I can say is it really comes with age, and I feel like even 10 years time I'll probably be even more confident like than I am now. Not saying I'm super confident, but I just feel like with age you just kind of become aware over time. Like this is you, this is what you look like, this is what you've got to work with, like this is who you are. And also what you look like, how you're built is not the most important thing in the world, as it seems, like, you know, growing up and being a young woman, whatever. The earliest memory I have like being body conscious when I was literally 6 years old, and it was because I was a little bit taller. Like I wasn't super tall, like I'm 5'6", I'm a little bit above average height, but I remember being in grade prep and there was like this girl who was like really short, and like her older grade 6 buddy loved her and would always come and hug her, but my grade 6 buddy never came and hugged me. And my idea, the reason my buddy didn't like me was because I wasn't small and cute enough. And I always just had this like, oh, like I'm not small enough, like if I was small I'd be cute. And I feel like that's such a female way to think, especially like the idea of like wanting to be small and that's what makes us cute, which is not the case. Like, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. Then I remember being like in grade 3 is when I started to put on weight for the first time, and I've been up and down with my weight my whole like life. I started putting on weight when I was in grade 3 and I remained chubby until like, I don't know, I want to say like year 7 I grew a bit taller, so I kind of slimmed down, but I was never like skinny. I always had like a tummy and stuff. And people, you wouldn't know because I've always had like slimmer arms and legs, and that's okay. Like everyone is built differently and it's fine. But what I don't like is people trying to say like, oh, you were never chubby, you were never this, because it's like you didn't see my body like I did. And I've always been a very real person. Like I've never lied to myself and said, oh, you're da da da. Like I've just been very real, and I think an important thing is being real. Like I know everyone, like people say like body dysmorphia, having like the opposite, like thinking you're skinnier than you are, and I've made jokes about myself being like that before, but I don't actually think that. Like I feel like I'm always very aware of what I am, and that's okay. It's okay to be like that, you know? Anyway, it's okay. Sorry. I'm like obsessed with that fucking video. Yeah, and so then when I was like, I trimmed up a bit, and then year 8 and 9 I started putting on weight. Oh, where did that go? I hope that didn't go anywhere. That's bad. And then year 10, I got to my heaviest weight. I was quite like a thick girl, and that's fine. Like some people wouldn't say that was, but like then again, like you don't know, like I'm also taller, so like I just quite felt pretty thick, and I always did dancing and stuff, so I was around a lot of like skinny girls. Like when someone is skinny, I would say they're like a size 6, you know, or a size 8, or like an extra small. Like that is what I would consider, or like they wear a small top and bottom. Like that's what I would like say when I describe someone as skinny. And so yeah, I was always like pretty like aware that I wasn't the skinniest. And I think like in year 12 I started to lose weight. And then like I've just been back and forth. Like, you know, 2020 I started putting on weight again, and then 2021 I trimmed up, and then I put on weight last year. And then this year I've been trying to trim up again, and I've just been like, I've always been all over the shop, like always between like sometimes wearing a size 8, sometimes wearing a size 12. Like I was wearing, start of this year I was wearing size 12 and like size large bottoms and stuff like that. Again, there's nothing wrong with like the size things are, but I kind of just say these things just to kind of describe to you, because I just feel the need sometimes to like really justify that I have been bigger or smaller, because I really don't like when people tell me, oh, you're skinny, oh, you're not fat, you're not chubby, you're not this, you're not that. Like, and I'm not saying that I was fat obviously, but like I just don't like when people try and tell me, because I'm a realist about things. Do you know what I mean? Like it's fine though, just being a little bit thicker, you know, having a tummy, you know, wearing a size 12 when I'm 5'6", when I like, you know, 2 years ago I was wearing size 8 pants. So obviously, anyway, sorry, I just have to like justify myself. I hope I don't sound like annoying with that, but I just really find the need, because I feel like there's a lot of policing in like describing our bodies, which is an issue I wanted to really get into, with the idea of like there's a whole like body positivity movement at the moment, like in the past couple of years, which I love so much, and I'll get really into like my idea of body positivity and stuff like that soon. A big thing that I've noticed is this idea of like being okay with what our bodies look like, but not being okay with the descriptor words. I don't think anyone should be scared to use a descriptor of what someone's body looks like. Like if someone is chubby, we should be able to say, this person is chubby, or I am chubby, or this person is skinny, or I am skinny. Like debatable is the word fat. I feel like some people really take that negatively, and I feel like in society, I don't know if fat is ever gonna not be used. Like someone could call someone fat in a mean way. Like I guess that happens. I don't really think it's that negative. Like I literally describe my dad as fat because he's literally morbidly obese. So like you can't say he's not fat, right? I guess actually he's probably past fat. But like we don't say it as like a negative word. I don't know, do you know what I mean? But it's like if we want to say, because I know I used to always not understand the idea of like, oh, you know, what's wrong with being called skinny? Like, because some people don't like being described as skinny, like they get offended by that. So, but if we want to say, no, who cares? Like if you're skinny, then we need to be okay with saying, oh, someone is chubby, someone is bigger, or someone is fat. I don't think there's anything wrong with like using that word, do you know what I mean? Like I think if we want to be body positive, then we should also be word positive, because if we're saying it's okay to be, let's use the word chubby for example, because I feel like that's the safest word, without like someone trying to cut this and like make me look like that. Let's use the word chubby. If I describe someone as chubby, and if you're saying it's okay to be chubby because we're being body positive, but then you say, oh, you can't say that, you can't call someone chubby, then you're saying that the word chubby is then negative, which means that being chubby is negative, because that's just a descriptor word. Like an important thing like we need to start doing is like taking away these negative words described with descriptor words. Like obviously if someone says, oh, you're a fucking fat bitch, like they're trying to be rude, so it's like whatever. Or you're like, you're a skinny bitch, like, but that's obviously saying it in a mean way. But if it's just describing, then there's like, I don't know, I feel like that's something we should be like moving forward with as like a society of like being okay with. And I feel like I love it in the body positive movement, like people like just saying fat, skinny, chubby, and and they're like not saying it in a negative way, they're just like describing themselves. And I just think that's like beautiful, because it's like if we want to be okay with different body sizes, then we got to be okay with saying the words to describe them. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I just wanted, like, that was like something that's been on my mind lately, because I feel like that's just my way of thinking, and I don't think there's anything wrong. And I think it's because like if we want to just be more accepting of ourselves and others, then we have to be more accepting of the fact and like the description of words. Do you know what I mean? So getting more onto like learning to accept yourself. So with me, obviously, like I'm a girl just as anyone else, I'm a human just as anyone else. Obviously I've struggled, but like as I've gotten older, I've been a lot more accepting of like myself. And I've talked about in other videos, like a big thing that helped me was like exercising, and that's what really helped me learn to love the shape of my body. I feel like as much as like weight and stuff is like a big thing in a girl's life, because I know we always like it's always about oh weight, I swear it's more about body shape, which is what fucks me in the head more, because you can't really change your body shape. And like our society, we really celebrate people with like an hourglass, or like consider like more womanly, like even pear-shaped figure, like smaller waist, rounder hips. So no matter like what size you are, what weight you are, you're always like celebrated if you're built like that, which I hate that that's a thing, because it means that like, oh, people will celebrate people of different sizes because they have that ideal figure. And that's something that like took me ages to like be okay with, because I'm quite straight up and down. And so like I never felt very like womanly or curvy or attractive, or like the way I wore clothes, I didn't feel like I looked good in it because of like the way like my body was shaped. And that's something that going to the gym really helped me with. Even despite whatever weight you are, or however your weight goes up and down the gym, who gives a fuck? But I feel like just working out, toning your muscles, like it helps you to like make your shape like look the best that it can, and not in a way of changing it, but just like amplifying it kind of, or like just making your shape. Like I'm very straight up and down, I'm quad dominant, so working out has helped me like build my quads and then make my legs look nice and thick and nice. And like to me, that's like given me like more confidence in my body and stuff like that. But I feel like our body shapes is like a big thing, especially in recent years. Like the whole idea of having like, oh, like a big butt and a small waist, like stuff we would have never really noticed before. Although I remember being young and like liking that hourglass figure. I always thought I'd grow up and have that, because I just assumed every woman had that when they grew up. I didn't really understand. But something that helped me with appearance as well as like your body, because it's also about like, you know, obviously the way you look and stuff like that. Something that really helped me was, you know the saying, and it's like you have to love yourself before you can love others. I think in this situation it's different. It's the opposite. I think with learning to like love yourself, it's about learning to love and appreciate others, and then you'll be able to do that in yourself and in the way that you look. So with me, I feel like as the older I've gotten, the more I've seen like the beauty in like how other people are, and it's made me love myself and the way I am. So for example, this is more of an appearance thing. When I've always thought like when someone is smiling despite what they look like, which I know people like want to say like obviously everyone is beautiful, but obviously there are people who are like ridiculously attractive, and then there's just like average people. But no one would say that someone like in person smiling, laughing is ugly, because like that's just like beautiful in itself. Like seeing someone you know, or even seeing a stranger smiling, laughing, like you don't think, oh, they're so ugly, like, or I mean unless you're fucked, but I would never think that. Like I just think like they just look so beautiful because they're just being a human, they're just being themselves. Or like someone that you know wearing like a really cool outfit that you love, they just look so like cool and amazing because it's them like wearing like a really amazing outfit. Like do you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, it doesn't matter what they actually look like the nitty gritty of it. It doesn't matter like how their body looks in it, or whatever you think about like their attractiveness level. But if it's like they're wearing like a really cool outfit, like, you know, a beautiful gown or something, like a girl's wearing a gown at her 21st and she just looks stunning because she just looks like she's like a dressed up beautiful girl. You just like appreciate the way they look because they're a human. Like I hope I'm like wording myself good. Like I practiced what I was gonna say in my head and I feel like I'm saying it so stupid. But it's like a similar idea with like like your body. Like who cares? Like obviously I believe in dressing to flatter yourself. Wear what you love, of course, but I really feel like dressing to flatter yourself and finding what you think like looks good on you, like, and wearing stuff like that is gonna help you with your confidence so much. Because like with me, I really don't think high-waisted stuff looks that good on me, so I've kind of like gone more for the mid to low rise because I have a longer torso and like my butt starts lower down. So if I wear high-waisted, my butt looks like it's not there because people are looking at my upper back thinking my butt's gonna be there, but my butt's down here. So I prefer low rise because it's like, oh wait, I don't know, that's just like, you know, what I've noticed about myself. And I feel like finding out what clothes fit you good is like a really good thing and like your confidence boosting. But like being able to like look at someone else and just feel like, wow, they look so like amazing because it's them and because they're like just wearing something that makes them feel beautiful. Like I always say, now this is like, just listen to what I'm saying with this. The baddest bitches, the girls that I find like the hottest, are the ones that are at the gym in the scrunch bum leggings, but they don't have the biggest butt in the room. They don't have like the most curviest, like roundest, like ass kind of vibe, whatever, like, you know, like how people idealize bodies and stuff. But they're wearing the scrunch bum booty leggings 2-piece set, and I just always find those girls like so hot and just think you're just such a bad bitch. Like you're just like wearing that 2-piece and you're just like, you just look hot. Like I don't know how to explain it. I hope this doesn't come across as like, it's not about like the confidence or whatever. It's just like this idea that it's like you are a baddie and you love how that outfit looks, and you obviously like how it looks on other people, so you bought it for yourself and now you're rocking it and you just look so good. Like something about that, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? They just look hot. So like that's like what I've learned for me, right? Where it's like, for me, I don't have a tiny waist. Like I'm pretty straight up and down, but I still wear those scrunch bum shorts and leggings, and I still have my tummy out and wear low-rise pants even when it might not look the best, or you know what society would say is like the best. Because to me it's like, no, you know what, I'm a cutie, I love these kind of clothes, I love when girls wear them, so I want to wear them too. I'm gonna wear the matching 2-piece set even though I have a straight, like, you know, a more straight figure, whatever, I don't care. But there's just something like attractive about it that I personally love, and I just think that idea helped me to like love myself. Because I don't know, like everyone's bodies are gorgeous, but like I'm trying to say like society's ideal standard, when I see someone who is just rocking an outfit and maybe they don't have like society's ideal standard of body, which I don't either, so I feel like it's okay to say that. Like some of you girls have that, some of us, we're like, okay, we know we don't have the Kylie Jenner body and it's fine, but it's just something about that just looks so slay. It's like, yes, like the confidence, and like they generally just look good as well. Like the outfit is sick and I just love it, and it made me think, you know what, I'm not gonna let my body and stuff like that stop me from like wearing what I think is cute and what I think looks cute on other girls. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like all girls are cute, we're all cute, like it's just fucking cute. Like it is just cute to be a girl, like that's just what it is. And I remember thinking, one of my friends literally told me like, I can't, okay, this is like, she's a bitch for this, babe, like love her. But I remember one time she said to me when I was like in year 11, and this is when I was like at my biggest as well, she said to me like, because I said like this guy called me cute, and then she was like, I'm sorry, but I don't understand how, I can't imagine any guy like seeing, she goes, I can't imagine like anyone seeing you as cute, like maybe hot or sexy, but I can't imagine anyone seeing you as cute. And I was like I got so hurt by that, because I was like, all I've ever wanted was to be cute. Like I've just always, ever since I was fucking 6 years old, like I just wanted to like be found to be cute. Like I don't know why, like because I always find things cute, and so I just wanted to be like cute as well. So when she said that, it really hurt my feelings, especially because I was also really uncomfortable with like femininity at that point. I wasn't really into wearing skirts or flowy things. I really didn't like my muscly legs, and I didn't feel very girly, and I wasn't into like having my boobs out or whatever, or doing girly things really. So like the idea of like someone saying that like made me feel very, very self-conscious about myself as a person, and that like it really got to me. But as like the older I've gotten, and like the more slay I've gotten, whatever, like I say like the more slay, but like, you know, the more into like doing like, obviously more, I've become more comfortable with being feminine the older I've gotten as well, which I really love that. Like, you know, I've been okay with like wearing flowy dresses and girly things and pink outfits, because back in the day I used to think like, oh, that's not cool, I don't want to wear it. But that was just because I was really uncomfortable doing that. Even I would have loved to, but I just didn't feel. And also it wasn't really the vibe. Like back in 2015, 2016, like being girly was not the vibe. Like no one did it, you know what I mean? Or if you did do it, you're a slave bitch, but it wasn't like the thing. But anyways, like I remember like I always thought, oh yeah, no one's gonna find me cute. And then like my boyfriend literally finds me cute. I think he finds me cute more than anything else, which fucking annoys me now, because now I'm like, bitch, can you think I'm like hot or something? But he just like thinks I'm the cutest thing ever. And like even guys I talked to like before him like would always describe me as cute, and just like the way my personality is as cute. And I guess for her, like she's a short girl, so maybe because she's like smaller than me, she would never like, she would think like, oh, she's not cute. But like that did like kind of hurt my feelings. But like I've been described as cute so many times, like as I've gotten older, that like now like that insecurity is no longer there, obviously. But it just goes to show like people's words make a big difference. Like I had a friend tell me when I was like 14, my butt is weird, like I have a weird shaped butt. And like that made me insecure of myself forever. And like that's when I realized I've got a more squared butt, and like it made me very, very insecure of myself. Or I had a friend say, I can't believe I'm really glad that you're embracing your nose. And I was like, what do you mean embracing my nose? And then I realized that my nose was like not normal, that it was like curved, which is a whole nother thing. I have a video on my TikTok of like how I accepted that. But I just love it. I think it's woggy. I love that it makes me look my ethnicity, Greek and Croatian. I think it's beautiful. I think it's unique. I think it's very like it's very like makes me feel very structured and stuff. So that's a whole nother thing. But seeing the beauty in other people's noses as well really helped me. Like when I see a beautiful girl with like a curved, like, you know, intense nose on her face, I just think she looks so stunning and gorgeous. And like she looks like why am I forgetting what it's called? Like a sculpture, like, you know? So yeah, and like this is why I said, like, obviously guys, I just want to say, like, if you're triggered by anything in this conversation, I'm sorry, but like that's why I said, like, if you're triggered, don't watch. But I just think it's really important to like be okay with hearing words. I think everyone is beautiful and everyone is slay. And another thing I'm really big on is whatever you want to do with your own body is up to you, and that is it. But you should never comment on anyone else's body or what they should do with their body. And I never have, or if anyone has felt that I have, I hope that I haven't. And obviously because I have had people comment on my looks and my appearance, and that has obviously affected me, so I would never want to do that to someone else. So never ever make tell someone what to do with their body, but you have control over your body and what you do. And never let what anyone else has to say about your body change the way you see it and what you want to do with it. Especially in terms of, oh, you know, maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you want to go and put on weight and go work out and put on muscle, and people are telling you, no, don't do that, oh, you don't need to do that, oh, you shouldn't do that, you're not going to look good. Don't listen to those people. Their opinion, it literally doesn't matter. And I just don't respect people who tell people, like, if someone wants to change something about the way they look, unless of course it's like, you know, oh, I want to get like a nose job because I hate myself, then maybe you can say, no, you're beautiful, whatever, it's fine. But like overall, you shouldn't really tell people what they can do with their own body. Like I really don't believe in that. If someone wants to change himself because it thinks, you know, they think they're going to be happier that way, or they might prefer themselves that way, then it's completely up to them. Yeah, I think my biggest point of this is like really like especially finding like beauty in other people and like judging people less, and also like that everyone's bodies are very different, which I feel like we are learning more about that now. But like I feel like that wasn't around when I was younger. I generally thought I was gonna like be built like Kylie Jenner, like, but Kylie Jenner wasn't like a thing when I was younger, but like just that idea, I thought I was gonna be like Marilyn Monroe, I was gonna be built like that. Girl, was I shocked when I realized that doesn't happen. Like I thought I was gonna have big boobs. Nah, girl, I did not realize. Did anyone else not realize that was a thing? Did anyone else think like their body was gonna look like what it looks like in the cartoons? I feel like cartoons also fuck with us as well, low key, like just saying. But yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to go to the gym and wanting to lose weight, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to gain weight, and there's nothing wrong with gaining weight and being okay with it. Like do you, as long as like you're not hurting anybody else, like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares? Do you know what I mean? And as long as you feel happy. If you don't feel happy, go and make a change. Like, that's like the one thing. If you are not happy with yourself, make steps to make a change and you will immediately start feeling better. If you want to lose weight, starting exercising, starting to go to the gym, eating healthier, even if nothing changes for weeks, you will still feel better knowing that you're putting in effort. And the same if like you're skinnier and you really want to gain weight, because I know a lot of skinny girls right now really want to gain weight and get thicker and go to the gym because a lot, like, you know, the being more fuller is in. Like, if you're putting in effort to do it, like, it's gonna really make you just love yourself more. Like, that's for me anyway. Like, when I start going to the gym for 2 weeks, I immediately love myself better, even though I'm not changed, just because I feel like I'm putting in effort and taking care of my body and like doing what I want my body to look like, which I feel like everyone wants to tiptoe around ideas. Like, there was one person, I'm not going to say anything else, but there was one person who had lost weight, and the excuses they were making about it was everything but wanting to have lost weight. Was every other excuse you can think of for losing weight. Mind you, this person was seeing a personal trainer every single morning, but anyways, was every other excuse except for I just wanted to lose weight. And I just really think that's such bullshit and such a bad message to put out, because it's making people be scared of saying they want something different. Just because someone wants something different to you doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Like, you know the idea when someone's like, oh, you know, I need to lose weight, like I need to lose weight, and they're skinnier than you, and then you go, oh, what does that make me? Like, and I've been someone to say that. And I still say that sometimes, and it's such a shitty way to be, because it's like, what you are is nothing to do with anyone else. So if someone who's smaller than you says, oh, I need to lose weight, I've put on too much weight, don't fucking say, well, what does that say about me? What are you saying about me? Because you know what? They're not fucking judging you. You might think they are because you're so self-consumed, but they're not fucking judging you. If I'm saying I want to lose weight around someone that's bigger than me, I'm not saying, oh, don't want to look like you. No, I'm saying with me, how I'm comfortable, how half my fucking clothes don't fit, because that's what happened this year. Half my clothes didn't fucking fit because I put on weight last year, which is fine. But like, all my summer outfits at the end of last year did not fit me because I put on weight, and that's okay. But I was even like nervous to say, like, to even talk about like that I'd been trying to lose weight and stuff, because I didn't want anyone to be like, oh, what are you saying about me, girl? Because people have said that to me before, and like, I never want to make anyone feel like that about themselves. But the fact is, I'm talking about my own self, and we need to start being less like that to other people, because I can still be like that too. Like, what are they saying about me if they're calling themselves bigger? Or what are they saying about me if they're calling themselves tall? And like, if someone's like 5'4" and they're like, oh yeah, I'm pretty tall, like, what are you saying, I'm a fucking giant, like, because I'm 5'6", like, and I've been like that before, and I need to like really get out of that, and it's something I'm really working on, because it's such a negative talk. You're calling me this, you're calling me that. Like, girl, no one's calling you nothing, it's fine. You know what I mean? Anyways, I hope I didn't like come across as like angry towards the end. I'm just really passionate about this, and I'm really passionate about girls just loving themselves and embracing their bodies, how they're built, what their shape is, how tall they are, how short they are, how big they are, how small they are, who cares? It's all about loving yourself and bettering yourself, and also loving each other. Like, I don't know, just for me, seeing the beauty in the way other people look has helped me love myself, because the way I look at them is like, okay, they're a bad bitch, no matter what shape they are. Like, I feel like shape is like, I feel like I talked about before, shape is like obviously very important to a girl. We're all very obsessed with this hourglass figure. You learn to love yourself because you can appreciate in others, which means others are going to appreciate it in you. If we can all appreciate others, it means others appreciating us as well. And if we can love the way others look, then we can pick out the similarities in ourselves. I do that all the time. When I see a girl and I love the way she looks, I pick out similarities that we have. If I screenshot, sometimes I screenshot girls in outfits and be like, she actually has a really similar body to me, she looks amazing, therefore I'm gonna look amazing in that. Like, pick out the similarities, pick out the good things. Like, we love to pick out, oh, she has this and I don't know. No, pick out the similarities. It really helps, especially with like body shapes and stuff like that, because once you start saying, oh my god, look, like she's built a little bit like me, she looks amazing, like, I'm built like that too, like, you know, and it really helps you to just like create that, the cycle of like, bit like loving yourself. Obviously, like, society wants to say like, oh, girls are so obsessed with themselves, this and that. Like, no, we are taught to literally hate ourselves from the youngest age possible. We are taught to think there are so many things wrong with us, and we're not ideal, and we're taught like people are not going to be attracted to us depending on how we look and the shape of our body. So it's like, sorry if we are all going through this self-love, body positivity movement right now, because we really deserve it and we need it. And for me personally, I think a big points of it is loving and appreciating others, seeing the similarities in yourself, not being scared of using descriptor words, because descriptor words is just the fact of what something is. And the moment we put negative connotations to descriptor words is when we're allowing what those things are to be negative. So like, I really feel like there should be a movement of being okay with describing people as different body types and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, that's just like an opinion of mine that I don't know if that may be controversial, but I feel like it's a big thing in moving forward, you know what I mean? And like being okay with things. And yeah, obviously like making an effort. If you want to change, it's okay to want to change. Like, it's okay to put in an effort and want to change and not feel like you need to not do that, and not feel like you need to not say that, because it's okay to want to change and it's okay to want to say it. If it offends someone else, they really need to do internal work, because same with me. Like, I need to do it. If someone says something, I've really started to grow and realize it's not a direct attack on me and what I look like. They're just speaking about themselves, and that's okay. They can do that. And also being careful with the things that we say to people, just in general, even if we think it might be like not that much of a comment like, oh, you have a weird shape, but that could really stick with someone for the rest of their life, like me. Do you know what I mean? That's obviously a negative thing. Oh, if someone said to me like, oh, you're getting a bit chubbier, or you're putting on weight, I don't think that's negative at all. I've had people say that to me. Oh, you look like you're putting on weight. I don't take it badly, because if it's just what it is, then it's what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Don't take offense. Like, try not to take offense to stuff like that. But obviously if someone's saying to you, your butt shape weird, then that's fucking rude. Like, they're not saying like, oh, you know, you've got a more squared figure or something. Like, a fact, they're saying your butt shape weird, like they're being negative. Because even if someone has a square butt, it could still be a hot butt, babe. Like, it'll still be cute. Like, my ass is still cute. The fuck. Anyways, okay, let's do some lipstick. I think that's a package or something. I have like makeup all over my hands. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Alright. Thank you.
Get into the door right now. Let's leave a message.
The postman who literally follows me on Instagram. He literally follows me on fucking Insta. It's so funny. Anyways, I hope this video gets taken well. Like, I get nervous about these things because I really love that people have told me I help them to feel better about themselves and stuff like that. And like, honestly, now, like, when I realize more and more that people like feel that way, it really inspires me to talk more about stuff, because I feel like I have come a long way with myself and I'm still continuing to grow. Oh, I wanted to quickly touch on triggers really quickly. Being aware of your triggers and like taking power over your triggers, because my triggers are a little bit different. I'm gonna explain them right now. I'm gonna get deep for a second. My triggers would always be like, not even talking about it, but seeing online and in real life people with a really ideal figure. Like, that would like just upset me, because when I was around my boyfriend, and I hate that I was like this, and I've come so far, and I hope that I continue to get better, because for me a big part of it is like, when I'm by myself, I can appreciate girls' bodies, right? When I'm with my boyfriend, it gets into my insecurities, it seeps through, and sometimes it's hard for me to like put aside the insecurity. Like, for example, when I have been to like, because I go to a lot of raves and festivals, and obviously girls dress a little bit more showy and stuff like that, and that's okay. Like, I'm more of a modest dresser. I mean, it might not look like that to some of you, maybe you're more modest than me, but I'm more on the modest side, I feel like, of dressing for raves and stuff. So I get a little bit like, when I see girls like wearing like maybe like, you know, see-through pants with a G-string underneath, sometimes I get a little bit like, oh, like, you know, wouldn't, like, is my boyfriend seeing that? Like, what does he think of that? Like, what Josh is like really like, he doesn't look like, because he knows I'll fucking kill him, but like he's very respectful in that way. Like, he's not like one of those guys that's like and he's never been that. But like, my idea of what men is really tainted by just like the world, what we're taught, whatever dads have told us, like, do you know what I mean? So like, I'm always kind of like, I'm a lot better now, but I was always on edge. Like, is he looking at her? Like, does he think that she looks better than me? And like, that was like my big trigger, was like, even if it was like on Instagram and I was scrolling, and there's like a couple girls that I follow where they just have like these hourglass figures with these massive butts and like nice ass big boobs, and like, when I would see that in front of him, I would literally just be like so upset and get so triggered, and honestly just angry at him when I shouldn't, because I would just feel so insecure and shit about myself, and like, for fuck's sake, like, why do they have to have a better body? And like, even like to this day, sometimes I still think, and this sounds so stupid, like, would he think differently of me if I had a better body? Like, how stupid is that? Like, because your boyfriend sees you as you, they love you for you. And I even tell this to my friends, like when they like say that they, you know, get insecure, and it's like I need to like learn my own advice, but it's like your boyfriend loves you for you, who you are. You are beautiful on the outside and all over, but you are 10 times more beautiful on the outside because of who you are on the inside. The same way it's like our boyfriends, like they're so funny, so we just think they're like the hottest thing because we just love everything about them. So like they're more attractive when knowing them than from a distance. That's the same with us, but sometimes it's hard to like get rid of that idea. And like there'd be times where like I would literally get angry and like start a fight with my boyfriend because there'd be a chick in line in front of us with like a big butt and see-through pants and a G-string. And I would like genuinely get like upset because I'd be like, fuck, why is her body better than mine? Like, why does he have to be standing behind her? Like, he's gonna think like she has a nice butt, and he's probably doesn't, if I wore those pants, he probably wouldn't think that about me. And like the thoughts would just round and round and round, and I'd get very, very upset. And I just feel like I've come a long way with that, but also looking back, I'm just like, fuck off, Annalise. Like, you're still a hot bitch in your own way. Society has told us if you're not built like this, you're not hot. No, shut the fuck up. That's not true. And I get so agitated because I know that other girls feel this way too. And it's like, we shouldn't feel that way. And on top of that, when I noticed that I was feeling like that a lot, that was especially last year and at the start of this year. It's when I had obviously like gained weight, which it's not even about the weight gain, but I had not been going gym, so I had not been feeling good about myself in general. Like, I've been thicker but been going gym and been fine, but I hadn't been going gym. And I said to myself, you know what, if this is something that's gonna really upset me, I need to make a change about this. So then I started working out, and I didn't just start working out for this, but when I was working out and losing weight throughout winter, I feel so much more confident in myself now. I've literally only lost the smallest bit of weight anyway, but just like working out and like growing my butt and stuff like that, or whatever, like perking up my butt like in the gym. Now I'm like, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I will wear those. I don't give a fuck if I got a square shaped ass. I will wear those see-through pants even though I wouldn't, but I would wear them and still think I look like a hot bitch next to that girl. She looks hot, I look hot, we look hot in our own ways, and that's okay. And I just feel like that's why like I wanted to talk about triggers and stuff, because like sometimes you need to just pick up on what your triggers are and then really take control of them and overpower them. Like, I knew what my triggers were. It was seeing certain girls' bodies in real life and online when I'm around my boyfriend and thinking I am not better than them. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make my body the best version possible of itself, because I know I get triggered by this. I know I get triggered by this certain thing, so I'm gonna make a difference about that. If you don't get triggered by something like that, then you don't need to make a difference. But if you get triggered by the words like small or big and they really get to you, don't obviously be drastic about it, but if you need to, try and make a change that makes you overcome that trigger and look that trigger in the face and say, I don't give a fuck if you're smaller than me. I don't give a fuck if you're 5'2" and I'm 5'6" and I'm so much shorter than you. We're still bad bitches in both ways. That's saying, like, that's an example of like another thing people can get triggered about, height and being tall. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm 5'9" and that girl's 5'4" and I wish I was a short little baddie. Like, I'm a tall baddie. I'm like a model. There's nothing I can do about it. All I can do is rock it and like work it. If you're a tall girl, I need you to be giving model vibes 24/7. I need you to be dressing and living and walking and strutting and shoulders back like you're a model 24/7. Because embrace what you have. Embrace what makes you feel insecure and shit. Embrace it and turn it into something better. For me, it was, I felt shit because these girls at raves or these girls online look fucking hot and I can't do that. So you know what? I'm gonna flip it around. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna be squatting. I'm gonna hip thrusting. I'm gonna get my booty up so I can go, and I'm gonna buy those outfits and I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna look cute in them and I'm gonna feel good, because I'm not gonna look the same as her. No, it's impossible, but I'm gonna look better than if I wasn't to do anything about it. That was like I was like talking like Eminem just then. That was crazy, but like that is like something that I'm really passionate about, because for me that was a big fucking deal. Like the fact that I would get mad and start fights with my boyfriend over me just being insecure about something like that, as insignificant as that, as something that I could literally change. Obviously I can't change and make myself look like Kylie Jenner, but something that I can control and make myself feel better about. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I really hope that I didn't overdo it. I hope I can edit this in a way to like, you know, be good. But like I've had girls ask me like how to be more confident in yourself, and especially in terms of like, we got like festivals coming, like BTV and stuff, and I said this in my last, I think I said in my BTV video, wear whatever the fuck you want. Obviously make it be flattering to your body type, like do little bits and bobs to make it flatter, but just wear whatever the fuck you want and like just rock it and slay it and be confident, and we all look hot. And who cares what some random cunt thinks, because your friends or your boyfriend, they're gonna think that you look amazing because it's you're wearing that amazing outfit and you look phenomenal, and that's it. Like, people are gonna see you for the, and also just be vibey and be happy and be kind to everyone, because also being kind and laughing and having a good time, like that also just makes you look beautiful as well. Like, I would never think someone going like, ah, stop. I would never think that they're ugly bitch. Do you know what I mean? Because you're just beautiful, because you're just radiating like good energy as well. Anyways, I am done doing my makeup. I'm gonna leave this thing on because I'm gonna like, my hair's disgusting. I'm not being rude about myself, my hair just is gross right now, I need to style it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that I was able to come across in a good way. I get nervous about this stuff because I really don't want to upset anyone, but I am passionate, and I feel like we really need to just start talking about things for what it is. If you have any like questions or advice or rants you want to tell me, like my Instagram DM's open. I do actually prefer a voice audio these days because now you can put it 1.5 speed. So if you like sending those, you can. Otherwise, paragraphs I'm fine with. I try and get back to everything. But if you need any help with like confidence and stuff like that, or like even if anyone needs to send me like outfit, like they need outfit ideas for BTV or something like that, or you want me to review your outfit and say if it's good or not, I will. So yeah, DM me on Insta, IG_Beba_MOU, and peace and love.